Right, so they just added this level to World 6, so we're not in the EX world yet, but it's still gonna be a big deal. But first, this little like restroom, as in like a rest area, not like a bathroom. Um, but yeah, the level's divided by a few of those. It's basically got 5 parts to it, and part 5 could have been its own episode if I didn't edit it. So yeah, here I go back for that heart that I got out of the box but intentionally didn't collect. Got really close to one of those lightnings. It kind of surprised me because I didn't see it. And I see that checkpoint, and I'm like, why is there even a checkpoint here? We haven't done anything. But also, looks like you would have had to bounce across on those broom enemies. Maybe those boxes have 1-ups or something. I don't know. But anyway, section 1's not going to take me too long. From the time I actually like entered the door after that rest area, it'll be like a minute 21. I actually went and found for most of the sections how long they took, except I accidentally combined part 3 with part 4 in my calculations. Because I was just skipping through the video real rapidly and I saw myself enter one of those rest areas. But section 4 was really short, because it only took me 1 try. But we'll get there when we get there. I mean, there's not much of interest going on here. Avoiding enemies, I don't hit that tea time enemy. I remark at some point that there's still one magic power that we haven't seen yet. And I wonder if it'll be in the EX world, but we're not even to EX world, and it's not gonna show up in this episode. But as far as achievements, we're at 24 out of 25, and yeah, there are 2 checkpoints in that room, just in case you die in that room, I guess. And yeah, since I had fire and cold, I didn't have a good way to stop those bunnies from hitting me. I should have maybe discarded one of them. But I eventually figure out how to do things. And here I intentionally grab the tea time. I'll never intentionally grab it again. Actually, no, there's one other time, but it's a mistake again. Because vertical auto-scrolling, turns out that when there's auto-scrolling, you don't want tea time. So I actually did hit up to see what was in the shop here. And then I decided that increasing my health is pointless because I'm about to die to auto-scroll. So yeah, we try this again. There's a staff swings above you, so if you do it right, you can avoid damage. I didn't do it right. So, you know, climbing back up. Vertical auto-scrolling is a lot more of a problem than horizontal, because the thing that is the edge of the screen actually kills you on its own. And yeah, here, I bought some health. That'll be a strategy throughout this room. I tend to take a lot of damage at the beginning, and then I heal up at the shop and expand my health at the same time. Falling down there was accidental. And this part with the blue blocks, this'll take some tries. And also that thwomp gets me like every time. Because invisible thwomp, effectively. And yeah. This is the part where it kills me. And we're back up here. Because I edited. And there. I died to that one. That flame is timed very well. It gets me a lot. I think I left this taken because I actually avoided damage to those white rabbits falling on me. Maybe I'll also make it back to the blue blocks part. Yep, heal up at the shop. After getting hit right next to the shop. You know, get hit by the purple rabbits because I'm bad. My health isn't gonna matter much for this section. Anyway, these blue blocks, they disappear and you die. Also invisible thwomp. Classic entertainment. You know, we grab the health again. I hit the next blue switch. Normally you can't reactivate a switch while it's active, but since these are all different switches that just have the same color, you can. I eventually tried that out. Oh, here, that was a demo of the fact that when you swing your staff, you can accidentally hit that block and then get surprised by the tea time. See, I have full health, so I don't actually go in the shop here. And I will not end up regretting that decision, because I'm gonna die of the edge of the screen anyway. I try to hit that switch because the first one was running out. Because I got delayed by the moving platform. Get some health. I tried to reactivate the switch again there, but it doesn't reactivate because it's the switch that I just hit. And we're dead. And up here, we're dead. And up here, we're dead. And up here, that time I was actually trying something. I wanted to try and get the tea time with the enemy still alive, and then have it hit me to wake me up. But the problem with that is that tea time gives you your health back at the end, not at the beginning. So I didn't get my health back and I died. So yeah, the fireball doesn't have the range to hit that switch from there, so I died. So here I believe I tried to hit all the switches. I started doing that at some point because it seemed like a pro strategy. Yeah, if you wait over on the right a bit closer and then you hit that switch at an opportune time, you have more time to get through and get hit by lightning. And then fail to grab the ladder. I don't know if you can grab things while you're in invincibility frames, because I failed to grab some other chains later in the level a lot, right after getting hit by spikes. Okay, so the lightning guy actually fell off the level. Helpful, but it's not gonna do it for me this attempt. Yeah, I don't make the chain. Okay, this has got to be it. Boom! Avoid damage from the white rabbits. You go, past self. Oh man, avoided bopping the block, and then I accidentally bopped it. Oh, actually, maybe this isn't the winning run. I might have left this in just to show that you don't always die if you get the tea time. Because I know that's the reason I was thinking of leaving this particular run in. But maybe it's also the winning run. That would be kind of funny. Alright, I did re-hit it. Trigger the thwomp again. Hit that switch. It takes me a few attempts. Don't even need that heart. Oh yeah, I go through. I kill that guy. I go back. I hit the switch. Pro strats. And then for some reason I have like plenty of time here to just get to the chain while the blocks were still active. But I didn't even use those last blocks anyway. And then we have this nonsense. So without editing, this whole segment would be about 9 minutes 51 seconds. I think I cut about 3 minutes from it. Yeah, that's from the time I entered the door the first time until the time I entered this door at the top here. Alright, checkpointed. And then we get checkpointed again at the top of this. Just, you know, for our convenience. What does this have? Oh yeah, that has some powers that I'm not interested in. I buy shoot rock on one attempt here, but not the first couple. So, yeah. There are green rabbits here. I concluded that they couldn't be killed right as I killed one of them. You can see there's only 3 this time, and there were 4. It burst into 3 coins even, so that's kind of noticeable. But anyway, this is a kind of mean segment. Rip, there's a hole there. And, yeah. So we're descending, and then we get airbound, and then we ascend. And here, I only meant to bounce on one of them, and I bounced on both of them, so since I didn't want to start the level over, you know, the suicide. And that was accidental. And what happens here? Do I actually make it up, but I was just aggressively editing? I think so. I mean, obviously not all the way. This part, unedited, was about 12 or 13 minutes. I don't know exactly how long. And dead to arrows, because there's a lot of dangerous stuff here. Ah, this is the attempt that I bought shoot rock for. But it turns out I'm not very good at fighting. Spiked. Alright, another attempt from the bottom, and yeah, dead. Because, you know, one tile blocks. And dead. The same gap. Oh! Actually landed on something. I'm amazing. And, you know, the electric guys, they're a problem. And the fire guys, they're a problem. And that sword is a problem. And there's a tea time there, and I kind of want it. But there are enemies all over. So I tried to deal with some of the enemies, and I hit that guy, and I think I couldn't jump for a moment. I think you can't jump for slightly longer when a power comes out of an enemy. Like, there's more ending lag. Here I think I was talking about Trogdor, because I was at risk of being arrowed and sworded. I said those words. And yeah, that time the bunny just like leaves for me, as well as this ball enemy that I didn't see before. But I'm being shot at from below because I didn't kill the little like fire dinosaur. And yeah, eventually I was focused elsewhere and messed it up. So this time, oh yeah, the sudden arrow from a bit below the enemy. You know, just, you can launch arrows from the air an entire block below you, right? Alright. Dealing with some enemies. I actually get the tea time. And it turns out that you can't be blown around by wind while you're having tea. So, you know, if there's a windy tunnel or something and you're having trouble with it, just like bust out some tea. Maybe like some vanilla flavor, herbal tea, I don't know. And here's where I realized that I need enemies alive to bounce on, but fortunately there's an enemy alive. And unfortunately I don't hold left long enough because I don't want to run straight into the fire enemy, but the enemy has multiple hits, so it's still alive. We're about to actually see an area that I haven't gotten to yet. Because that fireball somehow doesn't kill me. Given how fireballs earlier in the level are timed, you'd think that it would like always be at the worst possible moment. But no, it was a nice fireball. Coming up though is a part that's less nice. Yeah, I fall, but it's fine. I never actually get up here and then fall far enough that I need to bounce on an enemy again. There is one time where I fall like a moderate distance, but it's still like fine. But we'll get there when we get there. I think it might be the winning run, actually. Alright, jumping over some Hadoukens. And this part, spikes and jumping rabbits and Cheerios. And yeah, I just don't deal with it very well. So here, what happens? Oh, I tried to do the tea ceremony and get killed. By that rabbit. Just, you know, one that walks along the ground. Alright, this one time it's successful again, and I'm just showing this part because, well, for one, these enemies didn't come over this time, so that's kind of funny. But also, I get up here again. And I apparently decided in editing that this is where I wanted to show things from. And, you know, oh, actually, I did fall far enough that I needed to bounce on an enemy again. I forgot about that. But it wasn't a big deal because the enemies were still alive. I think those have like 3 hits or something each. Yeah, since the maids are the taller enemies anyway, and they're less threatening than like everything else. I mean, I don't get killed by a maid once. I get killed by that black rabbit though. Yeah, I just tended to leave them alive. Because, you know, the taller ones makes it easier to make the jump off of them. Alright, this part again. This nonsense. I bounce all the way up there, and then I'm like, maybe that box has health, and then I get Cheerio'd. Alright, from the beginning. This must be the winning run. Yeah, I started eliminating white rabbits and that guy that drops stuff on you. And both the fire shooting enemies. The star enemies actually always shoot diagonally downwards, I eventually noticed. So I didn't worry about killing those because they're not like aimed, so they're less threatening. Alright. The journey upward. Getting hit by everything ever. But it's fine, we can tea time. And that thing can still launch arrows from above and below it. Just carefully deal with the sword. Yeah, at one point, I think I like discarded arrow and then like hit something with staff and then picked back up arrow because I was trying not to give up arrow. I might have cut that, but like, I didn't want to hit the tea time enemy. Here though, we get it. I believe we haven't seen the fast rabbit or the ball yet. Yeah. Then we wait for some air maids. And make a jump. Kill that guy, get fire, because I want it for combat in a bit. The fire dinosaurs don't actually drop fire, in case you forgot. Even though the ice ones do drop ice. Kinda strange. There's health there that I don't need, so I avoid it, and I do fall there. But we land on that platform. So it's fine. We do our double jumps. Because, you know, in any game that gives you double jump, once you have it, you need to use it for every jump ever. Not completely true, but a little true. So here I actually like eliminate the competition, and I noticed that these aren't the enemies that just move at you. They seem to be moving like wave patterns or something. And there is indeed health in that box. Confirmed. Also, I needed the health because I was missing one. Okay, so I see that platform over there, and we actually can make it there. As demonstrated. Because I figured those were both health and I didn't want to open them. Or no, we're opening them. And one of them was a coin. So we run away and we finish the segment. Alright. So this next segment is actually going to be one try. Spoilers. It's got a lot of enemies, and it's a quite long climb, but it just doesn't have the intensity of other segments. I mean, that slowing ball wouldn't even hurt. I used the phrase difficulty per second. It's a bit of a marathon, but when you can do it in one try, it still only takes a couple minutes. Oh yeah, and here we see that the Master Hand's interaction with blocks, or with moon blocks rather, in particular, is that it doesn't. So I found that interesting. I think this is the only place in the game that's happened, that they've put that enemy above some moon blocks. You could easily be fooled by it. You'd go under the blocks thinking you could hit them, and then, like, get hit by a hand. You know, we're taking our time, we're eliminating the competition. I feel like that's something Raukow's only said like a few times. I've probably said it more in this LP. Anyway, I eventually noticed that those flying rabbits are coming from that den, so I can't wait until all the flying rabbits are done. Normally the dens not display, but dispense, that's the word I was looking for, like lesser rabbits, but you know, we get the angel rabbits here because we're on a tower to the moon. So yeah, here's my first try clear of segment 4. Segment 1 was also one try, and upcoming is segment 5, which in terms of recording time was half the video. It was 28 minutes 39 seconds from the time I enter that door on the right here until the time I enter the door that ends the part. So this will be really aggressively edited. As in like 2/3 of the content is going to be cut out. but I still show every death. So, you know, we climbed some stuff. It's faster vertical auto-scrolling than the previous part. And we get 1-ups and we realize we went the wrong way. You're supposed to wait on one of the yellow blocks and let it fall. Yeah, this one here. But, well, I slip off. But also I wasn't there in time anyway. So this part again, will it go any better? No, I wasn't fast enough. So, yeah. Some failure here, let's say. Now those 3 blue rabbits actually present... Oh yeah, eventually whenever I was too slow, I just started grabbing the 1-ups, if I could. Well, that time I went for it, I guess. Oh yeah, I was like always expanding my health each run. Oh, and also here I bought some 1-ups. Because I was worried that... In particular, I was worried there would be another part after this. And so I wanted to buy 1-ups while I was at a shop that offered 1-ups, because maybe there wouldn't be one later. There's actually a heart in that lower right corner, but if you get it, you're dead, because you don't have time. Trying. Okay, yeah, still jelly jamming up. I don't know why I left this full attempt in. It's not the winning run. Oh yeah, actually, I think it's the first time I actually... No? It's not. What did I discover? Maybe it was just because I was pleased I bounced on that black rabbit. Oh wait, actually, we're struggling, and you were dead. So try again, and I didn't make the jump. Try again? No, we don't try again. We decided we were dead. So I got hit there, and there, and there. Yep, just 3 hits in a row can happen really easily. That row of 3 blue rabbits is actually really hard to deal with. Because their jumping is like based on you jumping, but you have to be like within range, and you don't want to like wait for them. So I was often trying to bounce on them up to the platforms, skipping them. And yeah, it often didn't work out. I did have something else to say about something. I guess I lost it. Let's see. Oh, right. Eventually the editing stops showing deaths. It starts just showing places I got hit. Because I decided before this yellow platform that you have to wait on, if you get hit, you actually don't have enough time. Because getting hit stalls you. No, there I hit left after I landed on the platform because I thought I was going to land farther to the right, and I didn't want to be under that first block. And that time I didn't get hit, but I didn't make it in time either, so, you know, grabbing 1-ups. Hey, got some favorable bounces on the blue rabbits. Not to that upper platform, but at least good enough. But yeah, this part where you're climbing on these 1-tile blocks, you always lose time there, you lose time here, or rather, you lose positioning relative to the screen. So yeah, you get arrow, you shoot that switch that was to the left, and I went the wrong way and died. Eventually, I realized that you can actually just hit all 3 of those at the same time with your staff, and it doesn't cost too much time if you swing the staff starting in the air. That's something I do like on the last 3 attempts after I have so much practice at this part. And it happens in the winning run, so you'll see it there. But yeah, for now I'm just trying to bounce. There, I got the bounce that I was like always going for after I got it once. So I'll probably make it to the arrow section again. But those chains directly after shooting the arrow, they give me some trouble. Yep, I didn't grab the chain, and then I don't think I could grab it because I was invincible. So yeah, if you don't grab the chain, you're just dead. Because you hit that spike and then you can't grab it for longer. I think. Oh, dead. 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 I started saying dead in the actual video. Usually, though, not upon falling into a pit. It was usually, if I got hit by an enemy and knew I didn't have time to, make the platform. Okay, that time, since they did boost me up there, I figured I still had a chance. But then I didn't jump. We're too far behind here, and it's over. But, you know, it lets you try for quite a bit. Shoot a just barely charged enough shot, grab the chain, but then I slip off because I tried to jump to the right and I didn't hit jump or something. Or I was still holding up. Yeah, you can miss that platform. All these are like one tile wide. Oh yeah, and here I left in that first jump just because that probably wasted enough time that I couldn't have won anyway. And then I jumped towards the blue enemy again and get hit, so that wastes even more time. You know, you can't like, you have to commit to all your jumps instantly. There's like no let in this section. Nice, took them all out with one swing. I mean, this isn't the winning run, I don't think. Maybe it is. Are we far enough in the video? Oh, wait, no, I was still bouncing on the blue rabbits. Oh yeah, I get to this part like 3 times. And I failed. Or I grabbed the chain, but then I couldn't hit the red spring because it was off screen. And I didn't know where it was, so I missed it. Didn't jump. Alright. And probably dead. Yep. Just gets so hard once you mess anything up because you're doing things off the bottom of the screen. Yeah, I messed up this part like 3 times in a row. This level, this section of this level could have been its own episode. I think I already said that a while ago. Like if it was unedited, because yeah, it's like nearly half an hour. Of course, the level overall was like 5 seconds short of an hour. That is this segment unedited, including like the map screen. Alright, skimmed across the tops of all of them, and then their corpses went upward because they were jumping still. Or something. But yeah, once they're killed, they can't hurt you anymore, though. Alright, this is gonna be like my second decent shot at the chain part. Climb up on top again, and I fail it. And this attempt, I think I make it... No, not that attempt. No. Soon enough, I make it back to that part, and I actually try not climbing on top of the cubes. Oh yeah, because I didn't have time to do anything else. And, yeah, you need to climb on top or you're not gonna make the jump. So yeah, we miss some one-tile stuff, we get hit by enemies and it wastes our time, and we get hit by enemies, and we get hit by those, yeah. If it's blue in this section, it's awful, okay? Both the ice-robed rabbit and the 3, like, teal rabbits, I guess I've been calling them blue, but they're kind of green. They're probably more green than blue, actually. I believe we actually have more lives than we started this section with because of all the times I get the 3-ups. Or the 3 1-ups. There's no such thing as a 3-up in this game. The moons just unlock stages that want you to quit playing the game. Actually, as I was periodically like glancing at my timer to see if I was approaching spending an hour and a half on this level. Oh, that was the first time that I used that technique of just swinging at them. But yeah, there's a rule for this endgame. If I spend more than an hour and a half on a level, I'm just done with the LP. It's over, giving up. Also, that reminds me, I'm thinking I might drop this to, once a week. And do another game on the other slot. I might start It'll Do early. That's what's gonna be after this. I actually got hit by the cyan, green, blue rabbits, and it appears I'm making it. Is this the winning run? No. Yes? I hit the red spring, and that catches you back up after, like, multiple parts in a row where you're just continually losing time. That 1-up is totally not worth it. Just do all the safety strats, collect your prizes, and then I realized it's not actually over. And, at some point I stopped buying extra health in the shop. So I start regretting that decision here. And, I make it through the door. It's fine. Checkpoint. And that was the last part of the level, besides just jumping up some white platforms to the moon. Did it. So yeah, all the levels are gonna be 1-level videos. Oh yeah, did I make it? So this is the moon. Suppose it was far more beautiful than this before. Don't see anyone around, and this blackness. Is this the moon sickness? There's thick darkness that way. Lucia must be there. I'd better go if I can do anything. And yeah, that's it for this episode. Oh yeah, I checked out the world select screen. It's all cracked too. And the map screen's all cracked, because, you know, the moon is sick. So, yeah, that's it for this part. And the next part, which probably won't be until the next Tuesday, I'm gonna be trying EX Stage 1. So, yeah. And I think I don't even go look at its title. I was pretty exhausted by the end of this session. Yeah, just, I was probably talking about similar things to what I'm talking about here, except for, the microphone was disabled, so it didn't matter at all. But, yeah. That's it for this part. See ya!